So I was able to wake up today, and little things. I'm going to talk about little things. The little things. Open the door, the bedroom, and make my way to the living room, and I'm greeted by my still not 1-year-old puppy, and always get greeted with love from my dog and my cat. Little things. And step in the kitchen, and my wife was able to pick up some pizzas yesterday, and got pizza boxes with leftover pizza from last night all over the kitchen, and I'm like, cool, I don't have to put any effort on eating yesterday's leftovers, and which I haven't had yet. I just got some coffee for right now, but give my dog a treat. I know he's already been out because my wife got up and let him out. The kids must have taken him out so that he can do his business, so he was all right. And I'm just walking around my place, just with gratitude in my heart, just as simple as just waking up, and I'm able to see and acknowledge, which I'm often able to see and acknowledge the importance of things around me. But there's a logical side, oftentimes guided by the Spirit of the Father, and then there's my carnal side. And those two don't always line up. We gotta constantly carry our carnal side, our flesh, right? We're constantly carrying our flesh. So, but today I was able to get up and actually feel relief inside, just waking up. But there's something I did yesterday that facilitated the ability for me to do this today, for me to be able to line things up, and that's that. I was feeling, conflicted, and as I often do, and I went and I decided to separate myself from everyone. I had a couple of invites to go hang out with, some brothers and some sisters of ours at their place. Just awesome folks, and super appreciative of them. But I needed to be separated. I needed to be on my own. So I gathered the strength to put my boots on. I got on my bike. I put a destination on my GPS, something I felt like would be a good ride. And I got on my bike and I left. Went for a ride. And on my way to that point that I put on the map, I'm going through a couple of back roads that I've never been before, which is always fun for me. And I'm not gonna mention the specific location or even the name or context of the area, but it's an area where people, I found myself crossing through an area where people don't often visit, and few often remember. And so it's a place that is usually very peaceful because there's no one there. And those that are there no longer speak on this physical plane. So I'm walking, I get there, I park, and I'm walking through, and just start talking to the Father. And I start telling him what I know he already knows, but telling him what I know that he wants me to tell him, because just because he knows doesn't mean he doesn't want you to communicate with him. And I often need to communicate with him. If it's just for venting, if it's just for, and it's funny because I don't communicate with him. There is a communication, but I don't go out of my way to go and put in my part of that communication as often as I should. And when I do, it's always a very powerful thing. It's very heartfelt, because inside of my heart, inside of my spirit, inside of my mind, my logical understanding, all of my being knows that there's no one on this world or universe that will ever understand the complexities within me. No one but him. And I can't imagine living in a world having to do this thing, in this human experience of ours, without that understanding. And I know that I've been chosen by him, because otherwise none of this makes sense. But how great it is to know that he understands. So I guess basically the point that I'm driving in this video is there's a reason why I was able to get up today and feel that matchup, that alignment within my flesh and what I know to be true in spirit with the Father, right? And that's due to the fact that I took the time to go recharge the batteries, right? And my battery bank is burned out, so I gotta constantly plug in. You know, batteries, they leak after they get old, and you know, so that's the point, you know, trying to make, that sometimes we wonder, you know, we walk around and we forget, you know, we walk around and we forget that everything is an action and reaction, you know. So a car with no gas doesn't run, right? You need juice in the tank to get the wheels moving forward, right? And if we don't plug in to the source of energy, then it's hard for us to move the ball forward. So that's the message, I guess, of this here. You know, we often just let our flesh get the best of us, and we forget that we have the ultimate source of energy. And just a little reminder, you know, even if your flesh is fighting, or you feel like all the lies of the enemy whispering in your ear, you know, just separate yourself, go to a quiet place, and talk to him, talk to the creator of the universe, talk to your creator, and just express how you feel, and he will respond back. He will respond back. If it wasn't for him, man, I can't imagine. It's just, that's the problem, man. People really walk around here blind, you know, in this world. And I see myself in folks, you know, because we're all human beings, you know. We're all human beings. And I am as human as I am a spiritual being. And I feel their pain, you know. I see it in their eyes. I see it in the way they carry themselves. And it bothers me, because if only they had that source of energy, but they don't see it. They don't know how to plug in. And they have been so programmed to not see it that it's very difficult for them to see it. And you know, I just hope that if I have I was interrupted by the wife and the boss. I headed to the gym this morning. So I guess I'll just try to splice this together. Anyway, that's just the basic point, man, that I'm trying to make. Just um, if it helps, just try to remember. Sometimes we just have to. We gotta drag ourselves to the source of water. The source of all living water. Sometimes we gotta drag our skin, our bag of bones, to the Father, whether it wants to or not, to get the energy that we need to continue and carry on. So that's it's just a message, And it's not to say that it's always gonna be peaches and cream, but I was able to get up today, open my eyes, and appreciate the little things. As we often overlook the little things, such important things. Like the fact that we're healthy today. The fact that our family is healthy and safe, and we have the luxuries of having, like I mentioned earlier, pizza boxes all over the kitchen, and food and water. The ability to get on this technology and reach out to other folks to try to remind them on how to reach out to the source of all living water. All the little things, your dog wagging their tail at you, just happy to see you because they love you. Just the simple things, man. We often get so lost in all these complexities of this world, and we forget to be grateful for the simple things. Sometimes you just gotta slow down. Sometimes you just gotta slow down and just, what was I keep getting that saying, what is it? The wake up and smell the roses kind of a thing. That kept popping in my mind for some reason. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta do that, you just gotta disconnect. As a matter of fact, oftentimes, because I believe ultimately, we're not creatures of this world, we're really not. We are not of this world. I forgot who said that. I don't know, somebody important. I don't know. Our kingdom is not of this world. We're just passing through. Yet we get so wrapped up in the complexities of this world. And more often than not, without us even knowing, because of our indoctrination and our programming, we help this world to be more of the world. And instead of us working for the right side of things, which is His kingdom, which is where we're going when we're done here. So if you ask me, the ultimate preservation of life isn't really just beans and buckets of rice and beans here on this terrestrial plane, but it's securing our departure to the eternal kingdom, where we're going to spend the rest of our existence. So I got a little deep there. So yeah, remember, recharge the batteries. There's nothing you can't tell him that he doesn't already know, but he wants you to tell him anyways. So remember to recharge the batteries, and because you need it. We all need it. We cannot move forward without energy, and the energy comes from him. And if you want to wake up early and line up your flesh with his spirit and be grateful for those little things and really mean it inside on all levels, you got to go to him, recharge the batteries. If not, you're going to keep walking around mopey. You know, what does an engine do when it starts running out of gas? You know, the injectors, they keep trying to suck. The pump tries to keep sucking, and you start feeling that sputter. Pop, 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 pop. Your engine starts to sputter until it dies. And now you're left on the side of the road waiting for somebody to come with at least a gallon of gas to get you down the road so you can go to the source of energy, to the gas station, to do what you should have done in the first place. Isn't that funny? All these analogies, right? Anywho, I hope you have a blessed Sunday, or whenever you're watching this video. Have a great day, and be grateful for the little things. Shalom.